Hey everyone, it's Jenny. I'm back with another project share. So I decided to try to make this sewing machine project that Christian had done a tutorial on, and so she kind of warns you that it's more for advanced crafters, but it's actually not that bad. Like I was a little intimidated by it when I was looking at it, but after I started making it and understanding like the concept of what she was doing, it wasn't that bad. And so this is just like my practice papers that I used to kind of see like how big it was gonna be and all of that. So anyway, I kind of was playing around with it first just to see if I could do it. I didn't want to cut up my good paper until I knew that it was something I was able to do. And so the first thing I think she suggests that you do is make a template. So I did do that. And then you just trace it after that. And that makes the sewing machine body. And then the rest are just boxes. So it's actually a lot of good like storage that you can send people. So this one is like this big. And then this whole bottom one, the drawer pulls out. And then this top one, the drawer pulls out as well. And then you have this whole box underneath. And so I really, at first I wasn't sure if I would ever make it because I was really thinking like who would want something like this, because I wasn't sure, like I don't think I can ship something like this because I don't want it to like get damaged. I mean, I guess you could if you really wrapped it and you use like really thick cardstock, but I wasn't really sure, who would even want a sewing machine. And then I decided that, okay, so I've been doing a lot of like adult stuff where I needed to like do stuff with my insurance, and my insurance agent is actually my friend. She works in that office, and so she does a lot of the paperwork for me. And so whenever we go walking, I'd be like, can you tell me what I need to do for my car, and can you tell me what I need to do to add my daughter on our policy, or can you tell me what I need to do to when we do our new mortgage, we're gonna have to pay the insurance on our own and all that stuff. So she answered a lot of my questions, and she helped me. Like I think she was even like not working and she was helping me. So I wanted to just thank her by giving her something like handmade, because she loves crafts, and I think she would like something like this because she also sews. Like I used to sew and I don't sew anymore. So I thought that she would like something like that. So obviously I'm not going to give her my prototype. I just wanted to show you what I did first to practice. But I'm very excited because I'm super happy with how it came out. Okay, so this is it. Look how cute. Oh my gosh. So I used Garden Party, which is the new Maggie Holmes collection. And I wasn't sure if I was going to do that at first. My initial plan was I wanted to do like a Dunn looking sewing machine. So I was going to just do it all white and black. And then after a while, I'm like, you know what? I think it's going to be too plain if I do it that way. And then there's no embellishments or anything that would go with it. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just see what I can do. And so, because part of it is like, before you even start cutting, you have to know like what paper you want to use and what direction and all that stuff. So I just kind of had a general idea of what I wanted to do, and then I looked at the papers and I tried to pick out the ones that I thought would coordinate nicely. So here's what I came up with. I used this print paper to make the bottom box that opens up like this, right? The stand, I guess. And then for the main part of the sewing machine, I just used some 110-pound cardstock that I get from Amazon. And then I actually sewed on it. Like this is, so my friend Cami, hi Cami, she actually gave me her old sewing machine, and it's a really small one, and I wasn't sure if it would be able to sew through paper. So I've just been kind of putting it off and using it, and that was actually one of my crafty goals for 2021. So now I can kind of cross that off my list, that at least now I've done it and I know how to do it and I know how to use that machine. And I don't know why it took me so long, but anyway, I really wanted to put stitching on this because it is a sewing machine. And because it was white, it was too plain. Like it would have looked like this. So, I'm like, I got to put something. So I did, just because it's Dunn in black and white. So I just did black thread. And then I just did like an edge of foot, kind of a border around the stitched border. And once I felt comfortable on regular cardstock, then I started to go around the whole machine, and I like how it came out. So I was having problems with my bobbin here. That's why the threads are a little bit weird, but I think it's still okay. And then what I did was I die cut out the letters from one of my dies that I got, a die set that looks like Dunn from AliExpress, and I put the word "so" here. So I was only going to put "so," and then after I started like decorating it a little bit more, then I added the word "lovely." So every not everything, but almost all the embellishments come from the same garden party kit. So this was one of the stickers. This was one of the ephemera from it. I used all the paper is all from there except for this white cardstock, I think. And then the flowers are just from my stash over the years. All of these stickers here are all from that Maggie Holmes set as well. And then this I added, this is from AliExpress. I just added a puffy heart. So that's kind of like the dial that you would use to change the type of stitch that you want to use on your project. And then on the side here, and so I think Christian used like a old ribbon spool, but I because it takes up so much space, I took all of my ribbon off of spools. So I don't have any spools, and I'm like, oh my god, what am I going to use now? So I thought, okay, maybe I can use a rosette. So that's what I did here, and I was going to use a couple, but when you like mount it on each other, it looks a little strange. So what I did was I just die cut I punched about, I don't know how many, like almost 20 of these 2-inch circles out of cardstock, and then I just glued them all together so that it looked kind of like a spool, and then I layered it over another rosette. So that's like the little knob, and I didn't put a needle. I don't know how she did that. I haven't figured that out yet. If I figure it out, I'll add it on before I give it to her. And then I did, like I said, put the flowers, and I did put some stickles. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to get it so the sunlight can hit it. These heart stickers and all of this is all from Maggie Holmes. And then I did add some glitter to the puffy stickers, or the cardstock stickers, because they didn't have any glitter. And then I did add feet to the bottom, but it's still tips. I don't know. I guess my thing is like not even. Okay, so coming to the compartments now. So the top one here, when you open it up, I couldn't decide what to put in here. And so my rosettes fit perfectly. So these are all just rosettes that I had made previously. They're not garden party. But I thought since I already had it made, I would just share those rosettes with her. Just put this back in. And then on this side, the drawer pulls out. So I wasn't sure like what to put as a pull thing. So I just ended up putting an eyelet, and then I tied the bow around it, and then I figured she can pull it out using that. And then I am giving her one of the set of flares from Bona, which are like Rae Dunn-ish, because both of us like Rae Dunn. Like, we go walking in the mall, and we go stop at TJ Maxx all the time to go look for Rae Dunn stuff. She's my Rae Dunn shopping partner. So and then I did fill some of these. These are like bubble, like, what is it called when you blow bubbles? So I broke off the thing and I washed them out, and then I just stuck some sequins in here. So this is a blue mix, this is a pink mix, and this is a purple mix because I didn't have a purple container, but I just think that they're super cute, so I did include that. And then on this one, I just included a bunch of these appliques that I just had extras of, because I didn't have time to make anything and I just want to give it to her soon, so I just added those. And then on the bottom are some of the handmade embellishments. So these are just some things that I've been making along the way. I think she mentioned to me she wanted to make some pinwheels, so I'm giving her some pinwheels, some bows. These are some of the other bows I was playing around with initially, so she'll just be able to have at least some handmade embellishments kind of like ready to go, because whenever you're like working on a project, it's always easier if you have some stuff like already pre-made. Okay, so that is my project share. I'm so proud of this, you guys. Like, I don't know, like I've never sewn on anything before, and this project seemed a little complicated. But anyway, I want to just thank Christian for coming up with this design, and yeah, so I hope you guys like are inspired by see if I can do it, you guys can do it, and I hope my friend really likes what I made for her. This is the same person that I made one of the crafty caddies for, and I made the tissue box for her daughter. So hopefully she'll like this. I'm gonna tell her she doesn't have to keep it, but I just want her to know that I appreciate all this, the extra work that she did for me on all of my insurance questions. Okay, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.